protests planned across the country on Saturday as well. What are your thoughts on those?
What do they go? No kings?
No kings.
I don't feel like a king. I have to go through hell to get stuff approved. A king would say, I'm not going to get this. A king would have never had the California mandate to even be talking to him. He wouldn't have to call up Mike Johnson and Thune and say, fellas, you got to pull this off, and after years we get it done. No, we're not a king. We're not a king at all.
Alexis?
I mean, that seems more like a joke, honestly. I mean, he's not a king. He's the president of the United States of America, and he had the authority to use the National Guard. I don't have an issue with that. I live in Los Angeles. I don't know if any of you guys live there, but this is not about. This is ultimately, this boils down to the simple fact that we, as the United States of America, we have laws. You cannot attack federal officers. They are still people and citizens, just like all the rest of us. If someone was attacking you in your home, you'd want something done about it, right? If someone was attacking you on the street, you'd want something done about it. So therefore, these outnumbered agents who were being attacked on the street, whether it was having shit thrown at them, things thrown at their person, at their vehicles, it doesn't matter. Do you guys have any idea how scary it was around that time? I'm pretty sure none of you were here. It's not fun. They had miles of the freeway shut down. They had on-ramps shut down. And the problem is that even though the protests may have started out initially like, peaceful, they didn't end up that way. And to call Trump a king is really interesting, because if he was a king, none of the people who were throwing those rocks or scooters would be alive. They would all have got, off with their heads. Like, come on, like, let's just be so honest. That's it.
It's all emotion. That's the biggest thing is it's illegals versus legals, and when you put emotion into it, you get half the country or over half that wants to protest for people who aren't even citizens.
Dude,
which
vulgar.
Is crazy. We need to look out for ourselves first.
I got a Latina wife, 100% proud Latina.
I'm Latina.
My children, good for you. My children have Mexican, right?
Is she legal?
Well, one, go fuck yourself. I'm not answering any goddamn questions. What are you, a cop?
No, I'm going to keep that.
I ain't answering none of those questions. What I'm going to tell you is this.
Why don't you go on a
Shut
fucking
your mouth.
We know the Marines aren't the smartest.
Men are talking.
We get it. We know that's why the Navy. That's why
Ben's so good at licking boots.
I know.
Be quiet.
Hold on, Enzo. And I know I'm letting them get it out. But go ahead.
Yeah,
so
you gotta get this cum out of his fucking throat. You gotta get the cum out of his throat. I know.
Do y'all realize there are I was saying brown people who are against this? There are people who made it here legally that went through all the paperwork, all the hell to get here, and they don't approve. They don't approve.
No, I'm not. No, you're not
illegally.
No, Vulgar. You're not going
to. You know why?
No.
When you cheat, it hurts everybody.
Nope.
I saw that.
That's bullshit. Because people are doing it the right way. People are doing it the right way, and now ICE, to try to make their fucking numbers, they're going to courthouses and they're grabbing up people that are doing it the right way. So
they got deportation order. So what? Show me one that doesn't have a deportation order. Show me one that doesn't have a deportation order. I'll wait.
They get the deportation order because they vacate their case, and then if they don't show up, they get the deportation order. Back to my dude.
All right, y'all.
I
get it. You're not educated. We get
it. Hey, I'm going to the next subject.
I'm trying to get in there, but I ain't gonna.
I know we passionate here. I love it. All right, here we go.
A lot of you did not want this to happen, but the United States has officially stepped in to help Israel shoot down Iranian missiles, and this isn't some sort of minor assist either. We're talking Patriot and THAAD air defense systems alongside U.S. Navy destroyers in the eastern Mediterranean, all scrambling to intercept incoming Iranian ballistic rockets as they rain towards Israel. Reports are saying we got 2 destroyers, the USS Sullivans and the USS Arleigh Burke, along with Patriot PAC-3 batteries on land, are actively protecting Tel Aviv. The White House has surged almost 40,000 U.S. troops across the region, redirecting ships like the USS Thomas Hudner from west to east Mediterranean, all while fighter jets fly constant patrols. According to U.S. officials, this American shield is about one thing: protecting U.S. citizens and assets caught in the crossfire. This marks a serious escalation and signals the U.S. has Israel's back for now. I want to know, should we get involved more in this conflict or less, or even at all? Let me know in the
All right. Alexis, since we kind of been leaving you out.
No, it's okay. I'm just not gonna scream over nobody. Um, I don't think that we should get involved. I think that we've had Israel's back way too much. And this is coming from a Republican. I don't agree with it. I don't understand what this undying allegiance is to Israel. Now, I understand it is important for us to have allies. Don't get me wrong. And I believe that every country has a right to defend itself, even Ukraine. But I don't necessarily believe that it is our responsibility to help them defend themselves. We as a nation here, we are currently like I say all the time, we need to put our own oxygen mask on first before we help anyone else. We need to get our shit together, get our shit in order, help our veterans, help our fucking homeless people before before we go and start helping everyone else. Because at the end of the day, right now, we as a country are extremely divided. We need some kind of common sense being brought back into politics, which I know doesn't really seem feasible, but it's gotten to be a bit too much. And right now we need to work on our shit and they need to work on their stuff. Sorry, keep cussing. Apologies.
King J.
We talk about this. This is I think it's unfortunate. I think it's ridiculous. This president has multiple times stated he's the president of peace, and now he's telling people that we may have to get involved in it. And unfortunately, he's going to send a whole bunch of our young men and women, some of my battle buddies, into a position they shouldn't be in the first place, especially when you advocated for being a peacetime president. So, he's just, again, after time, everything that he said he campaigned for, he's just walking it back.
Are you talking about Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Because he can control what other people do.
Hold up. I may have heard him wrong. Did he not say he was going to be a peacetime president?
I'm sorry. Did we at any point confuse the fact
So
that
question,
when someone's
King J,
advocating for peace, that doesn't mean that they're not he has no control over what other people in other countries do. He can give them, his opinion, his advice, and what he's going to help with. I'm sorry, what?
He could choose not to send anybody over there.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's why I'm saying I think that our undying support for them has been ridiculous. And the same thing with the Biden administration. It's for both administrations. So let's not just act like this is all Trump stuff. Okay.
Agreed.
Like let's not do that.
Yeah, but no president has ever come up there and just straight up banging on their chest. I'm gonna be no votes with me.
No
I'm
president's ever had a big head. Yeah, crazy.
He's the one that came out with this shit. I'm gonna do this on day one. I'm gonna do this. There's gonna be no wars with me. Peacetime all the time.
Are you serious? You guys really thought the day one stuff? Really?
Hold up. And now he has ships shooting missiles out of the sky. Iran has already came out with multiple warnings, so he knows what he's doing. And just to put the icing on top of the cake, we know the administration is all in a debacle because fucking small ass Marco Rubio came out and said we had nothing to do with it. And this dude literally twice an hour later, yeah, we been knew about it. We already knew this was gonna happen. Come on. And y'all are the people making the decisions, and y'all aren't even unified when we're making small ass statements. Come on, let's be serious.
Y'all? Who is y'all? I don't.
Enzo?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't agree with it at all. Sending troops over there. Maybe if Biden actually did his fucking job, we wouldn't have to send people over there because Iran has been a threat to Palestine and Israel. How is that being a bootlicker?
It's not even a boot.
Yo, Sergeant Crayon, how's that being a bootlicker? Like seriously?
Hold
on, like I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna be respectful now, right?
You asked me a question, dog. You want me to answer it or not?
So I'm being. Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying, right? I'm gonna be respectful. So why don't you do the same and put your childish acts away, right?
No, dude, you're a bootlicker. You're not worthy of.
All right, so please explain to me, like I've asked you 5 times already, how I'm a bootlicker then.
Okay, now shut your little boot trap and let me explain. All right. You're over here blaming Biden, and he certainly has plenty of blame for the current situation with Israel and Iran and that whole shit over there. And so do all the presidents leading up to that. Just like Lilybit Alexis has said that there's plenty of this has been going on for a while. But you can't even say anything that Trump has done wrong here. You can't.
Oh, I will. I was going to get to that.
Oh, I want to hear it. Let's hear it.
So I don't agree with him siding with Israel whatsoever after what they're doing to Palestine. 100%. That's been my biggest critique on Donald Trump's administration since day one.
Well, we can agree on that.
Yeah, 100% since day one.
I agree. We shouldn't be
So
sending.
there you go. So so am I still a bootlicker?
Well, in this regard, your BLQ, which is the bootlicker quotient, is starting to dip. I still think you're dangerously high though, and that hat is a dead giveaway.
Sure. I mean, I'll put the red one on. Is that better for you?
That would make you a red-headed dipshit.
Everything one. Which one do you want? I got many.
I mean, I'm sure they're all keeping the ladies away from you, so whatever.
Oh,
you
no, they're
like.
not. No, they're not. Trust me. I don't got that issue like you.
I'm married.
Me, we know about you guys. We know how you.
The only reason you don't have that issue is because I got a ring on my finger.
Oh, really? Me too. Wow, look at that. Me too.
You got a tattoo on your finger.
Yeah. That's my fucking wedding ring right there.
Vulgar.
Yeah, get quiet.
Watch it.
I'm entertained right now.
My response will be,
go ahead, Gray.
It doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican. Israel's the only democracy in the Middle East, so they're going to side with Israel regardless. That's what I think.
I have my own personal opinions about that. I don't think that's why Israel has its hands in all of some of these super PACs out here, and they're funding the politicians on both sides. I think that's why both parties are so happily willing to give these things to them.
May I try my hand at a little conspiracy? You guys want to go down a little rabbit hole? I don't know if this is going to take or not. And I just kind of think about this, but like Israel kind of pulls the strings around here. And do we all think, is there consensus that perhaps Jeffrey Schmepstein was a part of Mossad or like a honeypot, right? We kind of believe that.
Yep.
We kind of agree with that.
So I mean, down the rabbit hole on all that. I know all about it.
Okay, so you agree that Israel was basically backing this guy in some way, right? That's how he kind of came to be. So, and then they had, then he got all this dirt on all of these incredibly powerful people the world over. And so I think, now this is conspiracy, I got nothing to really back it up just from like what I kind of think, and I could absolutely be wrong. But I think what we're seeing right now is there was a deal struck, and probably with Biden or even before, but a deal struck or just an understanding that was understood that Israel will be able to genocide Gaza and the Palestinians, and in return for that, they will fight a proxy war with Iran to degrade their nuclear capabilities. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense. It could be complete bullshit. I just pulled it right out of my ass, but seems
I
like
have a fun fact. Did you guys know that Ghislaine Maxwell's father owns all of the where all of our textbooks come from, like in public schools? Did you guys know that?
No.
Hey, yeah, there's like look in that direction. You might get closer towards the answers that you're looking for there.
I'm not really looking for the answers.
Not answers, but you might get some more substance to some of your conspiracy theories on that, because I delve in the world of conspiracy.
I'm just saying what I said. What do you guys give me, like a 5 on 10? Like, what do you think?
I agree with everything you said because I looked into it myself and I found some dirt myself.
I think it's really hard to say that. I mean, I'd see it. Yeah, I'll give you like a 5.5, maybe even a 6, because I mean, I will give you that. But at the same time, I think that it's a lot more complex than that. I think there's a lot more behind it than just that. Because the whole Israel thing has been like this for a long time, and there is a reason for it. The reasons are never made public, and I don't think the public will ever be privy to the information, but there is a reason. I just don't know what it is.